Yeah, she had a fantastic, especially her first half the other night. She came out, just could not miss, was making all those shots on the inside, making the other bigs defend her.
Bucket for bucket here, the last few moments. Perth by 8. George goes for another one. Back-to-back triples for George.
I think we have a big shooting display tonight.
McBagor left wide open at the top. Dishes it off to Mitchell, and Mitchell gets the job done from mid-range. Backs it out though. Back inside to Scherf. Now she makes her move. McBagor with her second rejection.
With a big stop, and then Melbourne just run it down.
Just under 30 seconds remaining here in the first now. McBagor. Now Mitchell will fire from the wing. Melbourne get one back. We'll stay with the Lynx though. Shot clock will be off. Trailing by 9. Looks to be the start of a very high scoring affair. Mitchell continues that trend. Mitchell hands it off to McBagor, stepping through. Too easy. Hands it back to Scanlon. Mitchell finds some space. Great pass. McBagor finishes it off.
And that was great vision there. She's just one of those players that gives her team what they need, and it's very impressive.
George just rips it out of Mabry's hands. And Mitchell, again, she loves this situation. Mitchell floats it up and in. Time out on the floor. It's back to a 4-point ball game.
And we knew that this would happen from the Boomers. They always hang around. They may start a little bit slow, but they always seem to work their way back into a game. And I think this is going to be a game.
Getting behind the WNBL.
Thank you, Megan. Great to have basketball in Ballarat. Magin will fire. Boomers get one back.
Atlin's going to really have to...
Perth, 7 of 11 from beyond the arc so far in this one. Garvin with 3 threes. Scherf with 2 and Whitcomb with 2. Magin gets one back for the Boomers. Free throw line coming right up. She's everywhere at the moment. Magin all the way to the hoop. Backs it out. Magin will fire for her third triple. Tess Magin says go and get it to McBagor. George, they're flipping it around now. The Boomers. Magin again going to the hoop for 2. Magin on fire here in Ballarat. Magin's been everywhere in the second. Backs it out to George. Trying to draw even again for the Boomers. Pulls up the 2 from the elbow.
That we just saw from Cheatham Tony.
Magin up to 13 points. Garvin has to pick up her dribble.
Slow down on the shot clock here.
And they do come up with it, Melbourne. Allen got Scherf chasing her, and Lindsay Allen finishes it off.
That was a very good defensive set there from Melbourne.
Stay with Melbourne down this end. As we see that young pass just came off the foot of the Melbourne defender. And there's not too many players.
She is a big ambassador for Lifeline, so practicing what she preaches, as Megan said, it's very, very strong of her to do.
Absolutely. Great to have Megan there with the big basketball news as George nails the 3.
Getting into the key and finding open shooters with extra passes, whereas Melbourne have been penetrating strong.
4 3-pointers in this game, Garvin, and the Lynx shooting 42% from 3. McBagor up and in. Allen again wasting no time. Miscue just moments ago with George. This time they're going to McBagor. Another bucket for her. Yeah, it's an impressive start to the season as Eisenberger hits a deep 3 moments ago. George now with another triple. She's locked in from long range today. If you haven't heard, she signed with the Boomers over the weekend. Big signing for them as they increase their depth. Here she is on cue.
And tries to get those little tips out.
Now Mitchell working on Sharp. That was a pretty move from Tiffany Mitchell.
Just power. Yeah, if they get a score here, it's definitely putting the pressure on.
Allen left. There it is, and that was too easy.
But she just change of pace. Definitely has put some pressure on the Lynx here.
Yeah, unsurprisingly, Ryan Petrick wants to chat things over. Timeout on the floor. Clock winding down. George has got the space, and that's somehow fallen in.